What's up guys, C here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be announcing my Big Grin face mask giveaway for hitting my first milestone of 100 subs. I'll be giving away this face mask on Saturday the 1st of February. If you guys do want to enter this giveaway, all you gotta do is subscribe and turn on post notifications. Then screenshot it and go to my Discord in the description below. Join the Discord and go into the giveaways chat and post the screenshot there. Good luck and hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Oh, sorry, didn't see you guys there. Alright, so anyways, this week's little bit of a build tutorial, it's going to be a little bit different. So as you guys can see, it just looks like a normal base that I would build, something really weird, but actually it's an expandable 2x2. So you might be like, oh, why are you building an expandable 2x2? Well, because I'm lazy. I know a lot of other Rust players are really lazy when it comes to building. So yeah, let me give you guys a real quick tour. This is actually the finished product. But while I'm building it, you can see what you can do with it, expandable wise. But the finished product is going to have 6 furnaces, just like this, 3 small boxes, an oil refinery. Come here, you got a little bit of a drop box area. Come up here, you got a locker here, 2 unlootable loot rooms, locker here. You got a full shooting floor. I'm leaving a lot of this customizable, if you guys couldn't tell. Come down here, you got your 2 drop boxes to get things in and out of your vault, which you have 2 large boxes and 3 small in here. Also a little bit of a sleeping bag. And then in this main loot room, you have 8 large boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small boxes. And yeah, you can also add more of these furnaces. I actually just forgot to do this in the build where the chipping machine was. You can just add them here and put a garage door. And by the way guys, to totally raid this entire base, it takes 48 C4 and 11 rockets as the minimum raid cost. And the entire cost to build this thing, if you just want to build it off the bat, would be 8,644 wood, 13,680 stones, 21,550 metal fragments, and 416 high qual. So building it straight off the bat is not recommended, and TC upkeep time is that right there, so nothing too crazy. But anyways guys, let's get straight into the build. So first off, what you guys want to do is place down just 3 foundations just like this. Cover one of the foundations like that, then these 2 just like this. Put a door frame there, just like this, and then you can go ahead and place a sheet metal door right there, facing this way of course. And then you could lock it, and you could use this as your little starter base. But of course you're going to want to add a TC and some other things, so I'm going to place TC just like this. You're going to place a sleeping bag right here. And make sure the person who puts a sleeping bag right here is like the main person, and name it TC room. Then after you've done that, you can go ahead and add some boxes. I would recommend just adding a couple for now, just like 2 maybe. So of course you're going to have to expand here in a minute. Just adding like 2 right here, just like this, should be good. And then over here you could add more bags, or what I like to do would be a couple of furnaces just like this. I'd put like 3. So when you expand, you should probably pick these up, just put them in your inventory, and you can add another box right here. You're not going to want to add any more than this right here though, because it might get in the way. Make sure you can walk between this pretty easily. So you can crouch walk, alright. And make sure this door does have a code lock on it as well. Then what you're going to do is just build yourself a little bunker. Just like this. And right here. Whoops. Just like this. Make yourself 2 double doorways just like that, and then place your roof. Now what you're gonna want to do is just go ahead and fill all these in. Go ahead and just put some double doors, and then eventually you can make it garage doors whenever you actually find them. Just like this. And then you could take the furnaces that you picked up and put them over here. And because it's not the most secure, I suggest you also put a wall frame or a wall frame here. You go ahead, put another double door. Just like this. Make sure that all these are locked. And you're going to want to just go ahead and place the rest of your furnaces. Might not fit because of the doors, but you should be able to get them in here. Just like that. Make sure they're not poking through. Alright, now that you've done that, your base should look somewhat like this. Which is pretty good, but nothing too crazy yet. Next step to this, you're going to want to go ahead and add honeycomb. Just the basic stuff, just like this. Good old triangle foundations. And of course you can add double honeycomb if you'd like. But that'll be the next step in this. Just go ahead, add all of this. Whoops. Alright, now you've got all that. Just go ahead and place the roofs. And then all you gotta do is place these right here like this. And then like this. Before you place this, also place these right here as stone. I'm just gonna do it as wood right now. Yeah, make sure that those are stone. Then yeah, you have this part of your base complete. And then right here is a little bit tricky because they can just go straight into loot room. So of course I'd suggest adding honeycomb here as well. Just like that. And there you go. Now that you've gotten all of that, basically that's your first bit of honeycomb. Of course they can blow through right here, but it'll have to be a foundation. And yeah, now let's do some upgrades. So when you upgrade this base, I'd suggest you get to this point first until you do any upgrades. And then just basically upgrade all this to sheet metal, just like that. And now that it's all sheet metal, this right here is stone. That's why I did it as wood a minute ago. But this right here, all sheet metal. That's how it should be. The door frames don't have to be sheet metal. It's kind of a waste if you actually do use that. But yeah, let's go ahead and start expanding a little bit more with sheet metal. So you just want to add these two right here and add three triangle foundations here. Make room for this to be here, but this has to be twig. Just make it like that. And then also make sure that you can fit things right here. Alright, yeah, that'll work. And over here, you're gonna have to make it a little bit weird so that all the stuff can fit in, just like that. Alright, so right now your base should be looking something like this. And then you're gonna want to go ahead and add two stone frames here and here. And then you can go ahead and destroy this. Now it doesn't really matter. And right here is when I place your oil refinery, just because it's a little bit easier to place without walls and stuff around, you know. So yeah, just go ahead and plop that down in the middle. And you can go ahead and continue with your honeycomb. It should be here, 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 here. Just basically adding an extra layer onto everything. I don't think these two are necessary, but not. Alright, so now that you have all that, you're just going to go around the base and fill all this in. These don't have to actually be filled in. These can be stone if you like, or you can go ahead and upgrade these to sheet metal, which is kind of what I recommend, because if they destroy these, you're kind of screwed, but you know. All they'll be able to get is your oil refinery, but nothing else, so it's not too much of a loss. Especially if you get this far deep, which it wouldn't even matter. But yeah, then you can go ahead and just start adding your honeycomb walls, which would be right here. And to add double honeycomb, you also want to place these here like this. And just go around the base and basically do this over and over again. Make sure the insides have these. Just keep going around. Alright, last ones. You got this. Then you have this little part, which is not very difficult. You just gotta add that. And go ahead and add these walls right here. It's like that. Now you're going to want to put your last wall here. Put 2 stone wall frames up here. 2 door frames here. This can all be stone as well, but I actually forgot to make them stone. Whoops. Let me just go ahead and fix this. There we go. Then stone this off as well. And then you can also go ahead and just put 2 shop fronts. And at this point, you probably have armor doors, so I'm just gonna assume at this point you would. Make sure that one's facing this way, this one facing this way, so they can't get out. Like I said, make sure that all of these actually do have, you know, locks on them. Make sure that this is here like this. Place this here just like this. Hello, Minicopter Man. Place this here like this. Make sure it is sheet metal. You go around like this. Place walls like this. And then another door frame right here. Make sure that actually would be stone. And then of course, just finish it off. You just gotta put this here. And there you have it. That's your little honeycomb bit. And then of course, you're gonna wanna go ahead and add garage doors, because you probably have them by now. If you don't, I'd suggest you get them as fast as possible, because they make raiding the space a whole lot more difficult. There we go. Of course, this door is also going to be crucial to actually having garage doors. Now that you've done all that, you can go ahead and add your little bit of a loot room that you're going to have here. You're going to put a half wall here, and then stone right here. And you can go ahead and destroy that, and you can go ahead and add more boxes up here. It's not very difficult if you just follow by the directions, and you're gonna need a good bit of boxes for this space because there's a lot of storage. Go ahead, place a box here, place a box here, and then whenever you do get your tier 3, I wouldn't want to go past this point right here with boxes, because you're not gonna have enough room for your tier 3. So whenever you do get your tier 3 workbench, I'd suggest placing it right here. Try to get it as like most centered as possible, like that. And of course, you can place 2 little boxes underneath, just like this. And turn it around. Oh, whoops! I did it wrong. Hold up. Just like this. And place another one here, and then you have 2 under there, and you can put another one. I think you can fit another one here and be able to, yeah. Alright, then you just want to place a little 4 triangle here, expand this box out one more. There we go. Put another 2 boxes here. Actually, I think you can fit another box, and then then another small box. Alright. Then you're going to want to grab 2 more small boxes, go all the way back here, make it pretty tight. There we go, make sure you can still loot these as well. Now let's go ahead and work on your prime area. Now all of this, you're going to want to upgrade to hike wall. I'd like upgrade all of this first, and then you can move on to this part, but just for this part, I'm just going to go ahead and speed it up a bit. Upgrade it all. This part is what makes it a very, very difficult raid. You don't really have to upgrade this. But yeah. Let's go ahead and upgrade basically everything. Should all look like this. Foundations as well. Okay, get this one though. Whatever. You get the point. This one should be armored as well. So when you've done all that, it should be looking like this. You can armor this as well, just if you want to be safe about it, but they'd have to blow through all of this to get to it anyways. And then of course, whenever you do seal, you're going to want to use armored to actually seal it, and it makes it like 10 times as strong, so yeah. Anyways, back to here, which is our little bit of a vault, loot room / TC room. You're going to want to go ahead and get your shelves. Place a shelf right here. Be a little bit difficult to place. Might be easier to place if that wasn't there. Use a little bit of no clip to place this. Place it back a good bit like that. Grab some boxes. Place your boxes as far back as possible. You might not be able to get out, so be prepared to you know, F1 kill. Once you get this looting done, you got it done, you're not gonna have to worry about it anymore. Then you want to get drop boxes and 2 small boxes. Put a drop box right here facing this way, drop box over here facing this way. It might be easier to place on the other side though. Yeah, there we go. And then right here you can go ahead and place a lot more sleeping bags. I found that you can fit a total of 4 if you're doing it correctly. Make sure you place that there. It can just be twig. Place them just like this. Get your 4th one here. Come on. I didn't get it. Yeah, here you go. I didn't get it because I just did it the other day. There we go. And you can put another small box like this. Just make sure you're able to, like, you know, maneuver throughout the base. I might have to go back a little bit more if you're not careful enough, but yeah. Then you just want to come back in here, place a small box here, place a small box long ways this way, and then you can place another one like this. And then you got your little tiny vault / TC room. You want to come out of here, break this, and then you're going to want to take all of these, put a wall frame here, put a garage door, and then you can go ahead and grab 6 furnaces. Oh, actually, I got 9. And you're gonna have to place these pretty close to the back wall for them all to fit. But I promise you can get all of these in here. Might just gotta work on your placement a little bit. These ones might be a little bit weird. If you don't place them good enough, they might stick out a bit. But if you place them just right, you're not gonna have any problems. And then you can add 3 small boxes for just little wood storage or smelting storage. Make sure this one does not poke out too much or it'll be like lootable through the garage door. And now that you've taken those out, you're going to want to go ahead and add some vending machines. So this base, it can hold a good bit of vending machines, but right here is where you're really going to want them. And make sure that you also, whenever you place these, turn off broadcast, or it's going to kind of, you know, give away the position. And whenever people have vending machines, it really does show that they're more wealthy, but you can't really hear them through the shut garage door, which is something I really do like. So yeah, your entire base so far, you've gotten 8 large boxes here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 small boxes, 3 more in there, making a total of 10. 2 more in there, making a total of 10 large boxes, 10 small boxes. And then you have actually 3 more right here, which makes 13 small boxes. Then you got 6 furnaces. Now that you've done all that, you can go ahead and come up to your shooting floor. Now the shooting floor is a little bit weird, I guess you could say. You're not going to want to make it out of sheet metal because that'll just be a little bit of a waste of money. Or not money, but a lot of waste of mats. And you're also going to want to upgrade this right here. Turn into that. Alright, base should look somewhat flat on top, except for like over here, of course. Now you can go ahead and expand outwards, leading this way. coming into this right here. Where these walls over here, though, are what you're going to want to make sheet metal. And then the rest of this, just leave it stone. Alright, now after you've done all this and just like, you know, kind of got it all in, you don't want this here. You want this to actually be a ladder hatch, which is basically just a ladder and a bunch of sheet metal put together. Now you can just place it like, you gotta place it a certain way though. You're supposed to be placing it like that, so it opens this way. But now you can go ahead and make your secret, or not secret loot room, but unlootable loot rooms. Of course, you're gonna need a lot of locks for this, or not locks, but key locks or code locks, depending on how you're actually playing. If you're playing just solo, use key locks, or if you want these to be little drop boxes for people on the roof, you can do that as well. But use code locks for this. Go ahead and grab a lot of those. So if you've never seen a secret hidden loot room before, or not secret, I don't know why I keep saying that. If you've never seen a unlootable loot room before, it's not very difficult. All you gotta do is place a twig there, put shelves there and there, make sure they're just as strong as everything else, and then you can place boxes underneath. And you're gonna want them facing like that, so you can go ahead and get a code on them, smack the code down, lock the box up. Do the same thing over here. And you're gonna want to pop up here. Do the same thing. Just like that. Lock them up. And then go ahead and close them off with low walls. Are also sheet metal. Now that you've done that, you're going to need 2 ladders. One for this one, you're going to want to put pretty central, so you can go over here. Make sure that you can actually loot both boxes on top. Right. Both boxes on bottom. And the top boxes, I suggest you put like your main stuff, because they're much harder to loot if you destroy them than the bottom ones. Now all you gotta do is just do this process twice and you'll be done. So this part you've already seen before. Let's do it like this. Go ahead and get your code locks out. Codes. Up here, put codes. Go, put low walls, upgrade them to sheet metal, and place a ladder in the middle. Alright, now that you've done that, you can just go ahead and grab 2 lockers, just like this. Just put a locker here, put a locker here for easy access. You can also put vending machines along here for extra storage space. But of course, you're also going to want to put more garage doors, just to make raiding costs go up if they want to go up through the roof. Here, make sure that you do lock views as well. Then you go up to your shooting floor. Now the shooting floor, I gotta say, it's pretty simple. All you gotta do really is expand like this. And if you don't want people like spear picking the bottom of these really easily, go ahead and make them sheet metal. But yeah, it should look something like this. You can also add another thing right here just to make it even. If you got a little bit of OCD. And right here you can add something else as well, but I'm not going to. And then all you gotta do is place a lot of window frames. Just a lot of windows. Oh. Alright, should look something like this. You got angles basically everywhere. You can also put small boxes underneath the windows to have better angles. But for time's sake, I'm not going to do that. Then just basically add these all the way around. If you do it good enough, you're not going to have to put anything else. Just like that. And of course, just... And there you go. Now you can leave these open, which I do not recommend because people could just build up and, you know, kind of get in really easily. But I suggest using horizontal embrasures and vertical embrasures. I usually do a mix of the two, but right now I'm just going to do horizontal because they are a bit better, I'm not going to lie, in my opinion. So you just want to go around, place a good bit of these. Actually, that one shouldn't be like that. Make sure that they're facing that way so they can't get soft side picked. Just like this. And of course, there's tons of room up here where you can do other things. Like you can add a garage door, so like nobody can just come up here and camp this. You can add lots of sleeping bags. You can add storage space anywhere else you want. I'll leave that up to you guys. But yeah, your finished base should look something like this. And also, I do recommend you actually put foundation steps. Just make them wood though, just in case you want to destroy them. Add some more into the base. But yeah, this should be what your base looks like in the end after all that upgrading. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.